Today on Stamp TV, I'm going to show you a clean and simple holiday card featuring the new stamp set by Beth Saleka called Deck the Halls. I'm also going to show you a fun technique that you can do when you purchase the clear stamp version of this or any set that contains single line greetings. Let me show you the tools and products you need to do this card. First, you're going to need some ink pads, and I'm going to use the Memento Tuxedo Black, Cottage Ivy, Ladybug, and Peanut Brittle. Then you're going to need some stamps, and I'm using several of the stamps from the Deck the Halls stamp set. And the first one I have here is this little flourish that's going to be used as kind of a rope that all of the Christmas ornaments will hang from. Then I have 3 of the separate circle images here from that set. I'm also going to use one of the little toppers for the ornaments that comes in this set, and I'm going to use one of the greetings. Then you're going to need some cardstock, and I'm using a piece of the Gina Designs 80-pound layering weight white cardstock. So to begin, I'm going to ink up this flourish. And what you're going to find with this flourish is it can be used to create a string of ornaments or a string of Christmas lights, or if you have other stamps that you want to hang from it, you can do that as well. You might have some little clothes stamps or baby stamps and little things that you want to hang off of a line. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp it onto this piece of 80-pound white cardstock, like that. Next, I'm going to grab one of the little toppers. And these are tiny stamps. Here we go. And I'm going to hang these toppers from different spots on the line. So I'm going to ink those up. I'll start right in the middle and hang one right from here, like that. And then I'm going to hang one from here. And then one over here. Okay. Now for my next step, I'm going to use some of the colors and stamp some of the Christmas ornaments onto these little toppers. So I'm going to start with the Cottage Ivy. And I'm going to choose this Christmas ball that has the little flourish and twinkles and stars on it. All right. And I'm going to stamp that right there. So there's my first ornament. My second ornament I'm going to put there. I'm going to choose the circle with the little stars on it, and I'm going to stamp that one in the Ladybug ink. Make sure that's all inked up nice and juicy. There we go. There we go. And my final one, I'm going to use this stamp that has the polka dots on it. And that one I'm going to stamp in the Peanut Brittle ink. And that'll kind of give me the feeling of gold, because gold always looks so pretty with the red and the green. Okay, and we'll stamp that one right about there. Now if you have metallic inks, you can also use them. Or if you want, you can use Versamark ink, and then you can emboss these ornaments in gold or silver or red or green, and that'll give them a nice shiny look. Okay, so now for my next step, I'm going to do something fun. I'm going to find the greeting that says Deck the Halls. Let me flip it over. It's easier for me to see. Oops. It's easier for me to see this way. Deck the Halls. Okay. So now I'm going to test this stamp first just to make sure, because it's a tiny one. These are really tiny little greetings, but Beth did that on purpose, because when you see what I do with this, you're going to see why these little greetings are so useful. I just want to stamp that out here and just make sure, yep, Deck the Halls. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow the curve of this line that goes around. And with clear stamps, you can actually bend the stamp to match the curve. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just twist that up. See how I did that? It's twisted up like that. And I'm just going to follow along that curve. So let me ink that up and stamp it right about there. So now I'm starting this little pattern. Let me clean that off just by stamping some of that off so I don't get too much black ink on my fingers. Now for the next one, I want it to come across and down a little bit. So I'm just going to take the stamp and kind of curve it down a little like that. See how that will kind of come in like that. Okay, let me ink that up again. And stamp it. There, like that. Now you can curve it pretty much, but you want to check it first. If you're really curving it a lot, you're going to want to check it to make sure you didn't distort the words too much, because there is a limit to how much you can curve them. Now this next one might be able to stay just like it is. I think so. So let me ink that up. And we'll stamp that right in here. Like that. Now for the next one, it's going to be a little bit more straight. So let's just maybe tilt it up just a hair right there. There we go. Like that. Okay. And then I can finish out this last one. I'm just going to kind of curve it up like that. See how I did that? And just add the little... There we go. So now I've created some cute little curved text going around that whole line that those Christmas ornaments are hanging on. Isn't that fun? And super easy, because you can kind of hold it up to the area that you want to follow, and you can adjust it little bits at a time until it looks perfect, and then stamp it. Let me show you my finished card project that I made using this technique. Very clean and simple card. All I did here was add that panel to a layer of the Christmas pine cardstock, and then I put it onto one of the Gina K Designs 120-pound cardstock card bases, and that gave me a nice clean and simple card. This is so easy to mail because it's completely flat, there's no extra postage involved, and it's quick and easy and fun, and you can do a lot of different combinations with colors and things like that, so you won't get bored doing this technique at all. Bending text stamps also looks great when you curve the greeting directly around an image or around the perimeters of circle and oval die-cut shapes.